What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mo for another contact review, and today I'm talking about a special that Rankin Bass did back in 1980. You ever heard me? The special, it's called Pinocchio's Christmas. Premiered on ABC on December 3rd of 1980. It was aired annually during the Christmas season every year, and by 2018, it airs on AMC. Before we begin, did you subscribe? Did you hit the bell? If so, are you telling me the truth? Or are you a lie? If your nose grows, instead of growing short, I'm going to chop it with an axe. Let's see if it'll grow short or grow back. So yeah, Pinocchio's Christmas. This is a special that Rankin Bass did. It's based on the 1883 novel The Adventures of Pinocchio by Carlo Collodi, which we all know. This is the first time they did a Pinocchio one, because before Rudolph they had a series called The Adventures of Pinocchio around the early 60s at the time, which got them the spotted by General Electric, which gave him the green light to do Rudolph back in 1964. By the early 80s, this is their... When I saw this, like, the Rotten Tomatoes, this one has 20% Rotten Tomatoes. Hey, this is a less memorable one, which I don't know why, but hey. Let's check out the behind the scenes, okay? Wish I could find a little of it, because it's pretty hard to find. We have the cast. We have Todd Porter as Pinocchio, Georgia as Irving, as Mr. Geppetto, which we are Irving. That's a familiar name. If you don't remember him, he was also in A Year Without Santa Claus, which is actually pretty cool. Irving. If I heard that name before, he played Heat Miser. We have Alan King as Maestro Fire Eater. We have Bob McFadden playing the role of the Talking Cricket. And also the sleigh driver. We have Alan Swift. If you don't know Alan Swift, he's another voice actor for Rankin Bass, most notably for doing mostly all the voices of the monsters in the Rankin Bass movie Mad Monster Party. Here he does the Fox, Santa Claus, and Mr. Cherry. Pat Bright, the cat. Deanne Leslie as Lady Azula. Gary Matthews as doing additional voices, including Ray Owens, and the children, Tiffany Blake, Carl Drayman, and Alice Gale. Wow. Including the staff and songs here. It was produced and directed by Arthur Rankin and Joel Bass. Writer Romeo Mueller, like I said, he does every single Rankin Bass special that he wrote. Music by Mario Laws, lyrics by Julian P. Garner. Oh, so it's the only one that Joel Bass hasn't done the lyrics along with Mario Laws. Oh, it's also designed by Paul Coker Jr., okay. Sound recording by John Corcio. Production coordinator by Lee Danacher. Associate producer by Masaki Lizuka. Animagic supervisor Akikazu Kono. Komuro. Hiroshi Tabata. Seichi Araki. Fuminori Minami, Mitoharu Hirata, Shinichi Noru, and music arranger coordinator by Mario Laws, of course. As for the songs, there are about 9 songs in this special. We have I Never Know What Gifts to Buy by sang by Geppetto. We have Knocked on Wood by Pinocchio in the chorus. Let 'Em Laugh by Maestro Fire Eater in chorus. It's the Truth by Fox and the Cat. Love, The Perfect Gift for Christmas by Lady Ozula. The Very Best Friend I Ever Had, Geppetto. Dancing by Pinocchio in chorus, and Wicked Glee by Sleigh Driver. Like I said, it's kind of like based on the early. I think the first time I did Pinocchio, they did a series called The Adventures of Pinocchio that lasted from 1960 to 1961. The story is quite interesting. I'll tell you the whole thing. If you've never seen it, well, I'll just tell you the whole thing. It is Pinocchio's first Christmas, and Geppetto is trying to figure out how to buy a Christmas present for him. So he sells his boots to buy an arithmetic book for Pinocchio, aka a math book. Pinocchio, who later sells the book to buy a present for Geppetto. However, he soon runs into Fox and Cat, who he thinks are his only friends. The Fox and the Cat convince Pinocchio that he should bury the money he got back for the book in the snow, and when the sun sets, of course, they're conning him. They will grow it into a Christmas tree covered with gold and silver coins. Pinocchio does exactly that. While he's not there to pay attention, Fox and Cat dig the coins up on the ground before he returns. When Pinocchio returns and finds that the tree didn't grow, with the Fox and Cat claiming that the tree failed to grow, he takes part in Maestro Fighter's Christmas puppet show, where he plays Sir Larry Oliver Tree. During the show, he befriends Juliet, one of the Fire Eater's marionettes. After the show, Master Fire tells Pinocchio that he needs to turn Juliet into one of the Magi for a Christmas pageant next week. But Pinocchio runs off, taking Juliet with him. Master Fire calls a nearby gendarme to chase him. A gendarme. If you know what a gendarme is a police force with law enforcement duties among the civilian population. The term gendarme is derived from the medieval French expression gens d'armes, which translates to men at arms, easily entrusted by the military police. Pinocchio manages to escape the gendarmes and brings Juliet with him to the forest of enchantment where he was born. Pinocchio explains his backstory to her, like how he came to life, how he accidentally drove away a talking cricket that Geppetto is friends with, and how he met the Fox and Cat, who taught him now how to misbehave and play hooky from school. After finishing his story, Pinocchio fears that he may never see his father again. Just then, Fox and Cat show up, tell Pinocchio they know how he can bring Juliet to life, using a secret medicine which he can only find if he go on a sleigh ride over 7 mountains and 7 valleys. Before Pinocchio can embark the journey, though, a blue light appears, calling out his name, which scares Fox and Cat away, and causes Pinocchio to faint. Wow. That's one way to make a puppet go faint. It's soon to be revealed to be Lady Azula who planted the seed that grew into the tree Pinocchio was originally chopped down from. She brings a doctor who Pinocchio recognized as the talking cricket. Pinocchio attempts to explain his terrible actions of stealing Juliet from Maestro Fighter by lying, which causes his nose to grow. Of course, upon seeing what he has happened to his nose, Pinocchio tells the truth, and it's which is normal. Azula tells Pinocchio that the only gift he really needs to give Geppetto is love. With that, Pinocchio leaves Juliet in Lady Azula's care, and Dr. Cricket goes to make sure Pinocchio stays out of trouble. Yeah. It's kind of weird they never gave him a name here. The Cricket. Like, you have... Look at that. You have different names for different crickets from different properties of Pinocchio. Remember. The story of Pinocchio is probably the main. So, you have different versions of the cricket. Some put the cricket, some don't. And some will kill the crickets right there and becomes a ghost, some won't. Or use it as a running gag. Oh boy. Pinocchio starts making his way home, but he suddenly runs again into Fox and Cat, who say that he should go to the North Pole and get a job teaching Santa Claus toys to dance. They bring Pinocchio to a slave driver they were speaking with earlier, who wraps Pinocchio up in a gift box, sells it to the Duke, who needs a present to give to his child, who he does not spend much time with. When the kid opens up the present, Pinocchio tells the Duke that he should stay home with his kids for Christmas. Afterwards, Santa Claus arrives in his sled and brings Pinocchio and Dr. Cricket back to Geppetto's workshop. When Pinocchio is joyously reunited with his father and promised to always be good, Lady Azula then arrives with her servants and a now sentient Julieta. And they all sit down to Christmas breakfast. During the meal, Lady Azula tells Pinocchio that while he may be led astray as Pinocchio sees the fox and cat briefly waving at him in the window, he also have many other misadventures, such as getting turned into a donkey, which we all know that, and gets swallowed by a whale. As long he stays the path of being a good boy, he will someday gain the reward of being a real boy. And that is the story of Pinocchio's Christmas, which, wow. And to tell you the truth, I only seen this special once on ABC's 25 Days of Christmas, which is actually pretty good. I don't know what it has 20% Rotten Tomato. I think by the time during the time it was released, I think people didn't like it for some reason. And this was aired December 3rd of 1980, so maybe because Rankin has started to lose their magic during this time period, but who knows? To me, it's a good special. Yeah, familiar voice acting here. Plus, it was preceded by the New Adventures of Pinocchio, which started from 1960 to 61, around 2 decades ago, before the special was started. It was also distributed by Warner Bros. Television, and by the time it was, by now, it's aired annually during the Christmas season on Freeform as of 2018, and onward, it's on AMC as usual. But yeah, if you recall, it's in English, but usually weird. Sometimes it's in Japanese or both. And it's also a runtime of 49 minutes, so cool. But yeah, let me know what you think of Pinocchio's Christmas. Did you see this on the reruns? Because I'm trying to find if they had a media release like VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray. I couldn't find any. I'd say it's kind of rare, but if they show it like on YouTube, hey, it has to be a media release. Maybe it's a double for another special. But yeah, who knows? If you've seen the special, comment down below. What was your favorite scene? To me, I kind of like they had the right new characters for this, like Meister Fire Eater, who was supposed to be like a copy, like a Rankin Bass version of Stromboli from the Disney version. Of course, there are other versions of evil puppeteers. As for Fox and Cat, we say a bunch of times. Not just Disney, we also see it from Jim Henson's version of Pinocchio, but as humans. Well, the funny part is the cat is actually a woman, while the fox is a guy. But yeah, let me know what you think of Pinocchio's Christmas. Aired on December 3rd of 1980. And if you've seen it, comment down below. What was your first scene, music, etc. If you're new to the channel, remember to hit the bell, like this video, and remember to subscribe. Until then, I have a surprise for you for tomorrow, which will be marking the final for all holiday specials of December, which marks the begin of New Year's Eve. So on the 30th, which the day after is New Year's Eve, so it'll be a good one. Until then, have a great day, everybody. Peace out.